I like his edge and his chip, but I think sometimes his emotions get the best of him. When he gets frustrated, we've seen it affect his play and his demeanor on the court. Hopefully that's just a maturation thing with him, because it could derail his potential if he doesn't get it under wraps.
Calderon kicks to Smith. Stoudemire setting the pick for Smith. Pass to Calderon. Now the feed to Dalembert. 5 on the clock. Smith for 3. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way.
And for Waiters, we've heard the rumblings. He's butted heads with coaches and teammates. He was dismissed from a practice. His name has been all over trade talks since he's been with Cleveland. But on the plus side, he's working hard to improve as a player. He's very gifted.
Cleveland leading by 7. LeBron outside, and Varejao kicks to James. Runner in the lane, and that's off the glass and in. LeBron's got 11 points.
You know, you hear the question marks for Waiters, but still an awful lot of upside for this guy, in my opinion. He's got a great foundation offensively. He can make plays for himself and for others. I think his ceiling is really high as long as he stays hard-working and hungry.
Here's Shumpert following the basket by LeBron James. The drive by Smith, and that is good. He's got 12.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Amar'e Stoudemire still an efficient scorer, attacking the rim. The problems have been at the defensive end of the floor, where last season he fouled 4 times more than he blocked a shot. Not a great ratio, so he's got to continue to work defensively.
Irving's checked in for Cleveland. Anthony's checked in for New York. Knicks trail by 7. The drive by Smith. Calderon passes to Stoudemire, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
And Amar'e, he's owed around $45 million over this season and next.
And that's a huge contract. Still a great scorer, but as we discussed, he's got to defend at a better level and rebound at a higher rate to command more minutes on this team, and we'll see if he can make that happen.
Now here's LeBron, following this by J.R. Smith.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Anthony with it, picked up by Love. Calderon, that's in there. Anthony with the assist. Calderon's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Makes it off the glass. And now just a 5-point Cavalier lead.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter. Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Buries it down low. Stoudemire's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
Kicks to Calderon. Varejao grabs the board. Varejao's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And here's James outside. Phenomenal buzzer beater!
You gotta love seeing nothing but zeros on the clock when that ball tickles the corner.
Oh, man, a clutch shot.
And the first half is now in the books. Cavaliers lead by 8. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
You know, Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe the team needs to focus on from here on out?
Well, just communication and trusting one another. When somebody get beat, the next guy got.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher as we get into the second half. Melo is the 3, Amari is at the 4. Calderon and Smith are the 1 and the 2. And it's Dalembert in at center. Well, last season that even though he had hoped guys to remain in Nick, Carmelo Anthony wanted to at least experience free agency. And Steve, something that he's really never gone through.
Well, it's understandable, you know, for a player of his notoriety and his caliber. You know, you might not want to make a move to a new team, but just that feeling of having a choice, I think is something that a lot of players crave during their careers.
Knicks trail by 8. The 3. Anthony missing again. Now Cleveland shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively.
And for Carmelo, there was no question the Knicks would offer him a full max contract. A bigger contract than any other team could offer. But given their struggles, it still had to be a tough decision for him.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws. Well, kind of ironic that Melo said he wanted to experience free agency. You know, if he just waited and signed with the Knicks in July back in 2011, that team would have been left with a lot more assets and players who could have helped him win.
Now, here is Smith. 12 points for him. Stoudemire with a screen on LeBron. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pick.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too, Clark. I mean, he may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean. You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Derek Fisher was giving to his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. He then went on to tell them he wants to use their fast break offense to its full effect, saying, we can run these guys into the ground. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the 4th quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Just a lot of disappointment for the Knicks last year and their fans, as many were hoping for them to challenge for the East title, but it just never came together. A fragile line between being a playoff team and not.
Here's Calderon. Following the basket by LeBron James. From the wing. And it falls over the rim and in. And that's 11 points for Carmelo Anthony.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Verjao grabs the board. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Here's Love. They get it again. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verjao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. And Mike Miller subbed in for LeBron. Then for the Knicks, Jason Smith, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Hardaway comes in for Smith. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Jose Calderon.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, the league's so focused on creating parity with the luxury tax and revenue sharing, but I think the max contract limits encourage stars to team up. If you allow the true superstars to command a larger share of the cap, I think they'd be more likely to spread out. Things have kind of gone south for them here in the quarter.
And the Knicks miss again. Waiters gets a wide open look, and a miss there on the triple. Knicks trail by 12. And it's Smith penetrating. New York moving the ball around. Feeds to Carmelo. From past the arc. Good on the shot. Anthony's got 10 points in the quarter. Well, when you talk, Clark, about superstar contracts, it's estimated that LeBron James is worth 4 times more than he makes in player salary.
I don't find that hard to believe. I mean, he's one of the biggest stars in all of sports when you think about the magnitude of his celebrity. But you don't need to increase max salaries to that level. Right now, vets are limited to about 1/3 of the cap. You boosted it to 40 or 50%. I think most star players would look for their own teams to carry. Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Shumpert is checked in for Dallenberg. Here's Smith. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Outside Irving. Dishes to Miller. This one for 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Prigioni. He is guarded by Waiters. Marion with the double team. Now the dish to Prigioni. Shot clock at 6. Shumpert with it, and it's Miller picking him up. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of the 5-time All-Star point guard, was taken with the 24th pick in last year's draft and really proved to be a pleasant surprise for the Knicks. You know, he may not have the elevation or the hops. He doesn't need it, though. The big fella throwing it down anyway.
He usually does save the high flying for the little guys. Clark, you're right.
You know, sometimes it looks like he's pinned to the ground, but when he gets positioned like that, he can put it down.
And amongst a rookie class that struggled to make much of an impact last season, Tim Hardaway Jr. probably exceeded expectations more than any other rookie. Wouldn't you say, Steve?
Oh, yeah, I agree. I thought he was terrific. He shot the ball well in every facet. He ran the floor in transition, played within himself. Like a lot of Michigan players, you know, he's very skilled. He dribble, pass, and shoot, and really was a perfect fit with that Knicks team.
Now, here is Miller. Amon Shumpert unable to get his last shot to go. Shot's good by Waiters.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Shumpert against Miller. Shumpert, no good.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Here's Hardaway. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hardaway has got his second bucket. 15 seconds left in the third. And Waiters kicks to Irving. One second left. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers on top, up 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, and today it comes from one of the men in the middle, Kevin. And let me tell you, anytime you get a big man who can pass like this, it really changes the way you can play offense, diversifies your offensive attack.
Let me ask, who is the best passing big man you played with?
Luke Longley.
Ah, the Australian.
Yes, big redhead, good passer down on the low block.
Number 1 pick by the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The 2 stars, LeBron.
is unbelievable.